among our people that those who you receive, you must also see off. And if you can, walk a mile with them away from your home. Prudence, because I received you, then I must also see you off with a Africa always cries. The old man in the red Terra Matters museum tells me, Africa always cries. What a heavy legacy, I think to myself. What heavy burdens we have learned to carry. Oh, Africa, mon Afrique. When you stand under this legacy, how bleak the future must seem. Oh, you land of the golden sun, how you must have learned not to trust every hand. You who thought to invite others into your abundance, only for them to steal and plunder. How can you trust again? How can you leave again? And yet you must. Oh, you land of the golden sun, you must. Because the children are coming. And they cannot find us here. Somehow, you must unburden yourself. You must begin to drop every name they have called you. Dark continent, impoverished, that world, that to what? That to whom? You must begin to ask yourself these questions. You must reclaim your identity. You must wipe the tears from your eyes and begin to see clearly. Oh, mon Afrique. Don't you see? Don't you hear the land calling, saying, I am still here. It is yours. It is time to rebuild. You have cried long enough. You have fought long enough. It is time to rebuild. Take up your djembe, your igago, your ikafe. It is time to rebuild. And so, rebuild. Create education systems that refuse to call our managu, our terere, our nfuga, weeds. Education systems that know every farmer is a scientist in their own right. They have tested the seasons. They have tested the seeds. They have tested the soil. They know what grows and what dies. They know what grows and what dies. And what is sustainability if not being able to seeds you grew in your garden. Oh, Africa, repair your systems. Open up the borders you did not grow. Revive the trade routes our ancestors' feet walked before us. Let your children wander the land in freedom. From Algeria to Angola, Namibia to Niger, Mauritius to Madagascar. Oh, mon Afrique. It is when you are most broken that you have the most ability for change, for rebuilding. For the very reason we are gathered here today, repair. And so, I send you back to your homes in peace. I send you back to repair. I send you back to repair. Examine every on your skin, every crack on your skin, every lie you have carried that is not yours. The shame of slavery and colonization is not ours. Put it down. We have carried the guilt of the West for far too long. Put it down. Now rebuild. Go forth. Rebuild. The children are coming, and they must not find us here. The children are coming, and they cannot find us here. Africa always cries, the old man says. But the next generation must inherit a legacy of not only pain, but one of rebuilding, one of repair, one of an Africa that recognizes its sovereignty, wears the crown on its head with pride, an Africa that believes in each other, trades with one another, lives in peace with one another. Africa, who is Christ? The old man said, but now let the tears gather into rivers, rivers that water are becoming. And when the children arrive, they will find us dancing. They will find us rebuilding. They will find us streaming. Can you hear it? Can you hear it? I hear the ancestors whisper, we are not God. We are the roots beneath your feet. The children call out to me in the wind. We are coming. Plant us in fertile ground. And between them, you and I stand, rebuilding Africa.
Let's give it up once more time for Priska. Thank you. We now move to the closing part of the conference, and I invite the Africa Union representative who has been with us from day one and has been with us from 2014, Dr. Janet Edeme, to make the closing remarks on behalf of the Africa Union Commission.
Thank you very much, Joanne. Your Excellencies, Honorable Ministers, Mr. Nassim Woolman, representing the United Nations Commission for Africa, representatives of the African Union member states, representatives of our regional economic communities, the Vice Chancellors, our royal fathers and mother, development partners, land practitioners, civil society, the private sector, academia, distinguished delegates, ladies and gentlemen, all protocols observed. As we bring the curtains down on the 6th Conference on Land Policy in Africa, it is with immense pride and gratitude that I stand before you on behalf of the African Union Commission to thank every participant for your dedication, your intellect, and commitment over these past 4 days. This year's conference, held under the theme Land Governance, Justice, and Reparations for Africans and Descendants of People of the African Diaspora, has truly challenged us to rethink the meaning and value of land in our societies. We have gone beyond the technicalities of land administration to embrace its deeper significance as a source of justice, identity, dignity, and belonging. Throughout our deliberations, we have heard from our ministers, our policymakers, the youth leaders, women, the traditional authorities, the researchers, and private sectors actors, each contributing unique perspectives that enrich our collective understanding. And what has become clear is that Africa's land issues are not just about boundaries, or titles. They are about fairness, about human rights, and the promise of shared prosperity. Distinguished participants, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to highlight 5 key messages that have emerged from this year's conference. First of all, the African Union's theme has given us a powerful moral and political lens. It calls on us to place justice at the heart of land governance and to see land reform as an instrument for redress, for dignity, and transformation. Secondly, our African Union member states have reaffirmed their commitments to the African Union Declaration on Land Issues and Challenges in Africa, and to strengthening the institutions that guarantee fairness, transparency, and accountability in land administration. And third, we have emphasized that strong multi-stakeholder partnerships between the governments, academia, traditional leaders, the civil society, the private sector, and development partners are essential to building resilient and equitable land governance systems. And fourthly, the conference has also underscored knowledge, research, and capacity development. Evidence-based policymaking must remain the foundation of reform, with universities and research institutions playing a leading role in shaping the future of land policy. And finally, we have seen a renewed continental commitment to coherence and coordination in advancing land governance as a key pillar of the African Union Agenda 2063, the Africa we want. Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, let me extend heartfelt appreciation to United Nations Economic Commission for Africa for hosting this year's conference, and all our resource partners, the universities and organizations represented here. Your invaluable has made this conference possible and impactful. To the scientific committee, I know Joanne is going to bring them out for us to acknowledge the immense work they have done. The subcommittees and the secretariat, thank you very much for your tireless efforts behind the scenes. And to our presenters, the facilitators, and the panelists, thank you also for the intellectual depth and insight you have brought to every session. And to all participants from across Africa and the diaspora, your energy and voices have made this conference truly global, inclusive, and transformative. And as we close, let us remember that our real work begins now. We've all listened to our call to actions and the commitment we have made. And the success of this conference will be measured not by the number of sessions we have held, but by how we translate our commitments into action in our policies, in our communities, and in our daily practice. And the African Union Commission remains steadfast in its support to its member states, to support them in strengthening national land governance systems, promoting justice and equity in access to land, deepening research and knowledge exchange, and advancing the continental vision of the Africa we want. Distinguished delegates, ladies and gentlemen, thank you once again for your wisdom, your partnership, and your unwavering dedication to Africa's development. I wish you all safe travels, fruitful collaborations, and continued success in the vital work ahead. Thank you very much for your kind attention.
Thank you, Dr. Edeme, for those powerful words. I could see you taking notes throughout the conference. I saw you in sessions, and I appreciate your support and your partnership as well. As you have mentioned, before we go to the closing speech by Mr. Nassim Ulmani, the scientific committee members who are here present, they have done a wonderful job. From putting out the call for abstracts, to reviewing them and selecting, to receiving the papers and looking through them, providing inputs, looking at them again and working with you to revise them and accepting them, to organizing the program. to running the show here. You may not have known they were there, but they were in all the rooms. Without them, there would be no conference. And I thank them immensely. I wanted to invite them so that you can meet them. Professor Kimani, you are the coordinator of the conference. I invite you first. I'll ask Danny to come and take pictures. Dr. Liz Musboto from the University of Western Cape is the chair of the scientific committee. I say she is small in size, but mighty she is. Professor Moha Elachi, please stand up. Ms. Eileen Wakesho, please stand. Mr. Onyekachi Wambu, where are you? Please come forward. Ms. Nancy, where are you from Madagascar? Is she here today? Oh, perfect. Dr. Emmanuel Sule, where are you? Please come forward. I think most of the others are not here, if I'm not wrong. Professor Milu is here. Professor Milu, where are you? Perfect. We do have others. Professor Abung, you know, isn't it? Abungu, Molemo, Saka, Emil, they were not here. Wait, and Melvis. Is she here? Melvis, she may have left. Melvis. So this is the team that has met. Oh, we all need to stand up. We all need to stand up. Mr. Medhat, please come forward. Without you, I don't know what program we would have. Mr. Medhat. They have met for more than 25 times throughout the course from around May, if I'm not wrong, or June. And I think they have done a wonderful job. I want to thank you for your sacrifice. You can continue standing there as another group. You just move aside when they come so that the others are in the middle. I'll invite the secretariat that has been working with all of us. It includes the ALPC staff. It also includes those experts that we brought on board. Mandy, every expert we brought on board. Fikre, where is Be'er? Where is Kay? Where is Yita? Where is Mahlet? Did you go away? Please come quickly. If the others are not here, we'll just have to, oh, good. Gladys, Mr. Ibrahim Wadane, where are your two young people who have been working on the call for action, Frida, and the other colleague? So, very good. I just wanted you to see them because sometimes you may have to squeeze in so that you can get in the picture. Is that all the secretariat that is here? I know that we've been working with Sophia, with Mercy and team communications. Where are you? Please. Without Sophia and Mercy, the coverage of this, Roberta, Danny is behind the camera, Roberta is behind the camera, Teddy, Ernest, all the work that you have been doing, it is so often is behind the scene and nobody sees you. Mercy, come, please. Thank you. Everybody is saying call IT. They were in my book, of course. IT, come here. I can see you. Please come. Please come. They refuse to come. We've been running this conference as a hybrid conference. And not only that, you can see, we have a lot on the screen. We are trying to coordinate from the beginning. Yeah, maybe you can move on the side so that the IT can come in the middle. I don't know where Aman is. He's probably behind the scene. Aman, where are you? He's over there? He's refused to come. Okay. Oh, he is actually looking down. Thank you. Aman, we can see you. Thank you so much. Now, we have rapporteurs. We have rapporteurs. Where are they? Rapporteurs, please stand. All those who have been covering this conference. Our fellows, our eminent fellows, ECA fellows, who transformed themselves from the experts they are into those that are going to help produce your conference. Wait, come on down. Thank you. Please bear with me, but this is who helps us to get the proceeding of the conference. Of course, we had the Mangila cultural dancers. I think we enjoyed that. And we had the artist Priska. I don't mean to say these are the only people. If I were to call everybody who supported this conference, including the NELGA coordinators, who brought our vice chancellors here. NELGA coordinators, where are you? NELGA coordinators. Professor King, my son. You're not standing up. What happened? Yes. Thank you so much. Thank you. I hope I have not left. Who? No. I actually did not mean to. I know he's going to thank people, but okay, let me thank them. The conference services, those who have been helping us, the ushers that you see well dressed every day. What did I leave behind? Of course, the interpreters. How have we communicated? The many chairs of sessions who have been helping us in the rooms to help us be able to manage what we have done, all the chairs, we thank you. They form probably half of the team here. The security that has secured you and your property as you dialogue with one another, we thank them. And we thank you. Obviously, I know you're going to be thanked by the speaker who will come last, but on my own behalf and behalf of those that have planned this conference, I want to thank you, our participants. I want to thank especially those who came from so far away. I want to thank all of you for gracing this conference on land policy in Africa. Thank you. So that you're saying something, we should stay here. Okay. Thank you. I wanted to do that because, you know, protocol-wise, once this last speaker speaks, I cannot speak again. So I want to welcome Mr. Nassim Ulmani, who is representing the leadership of ECA, the host of this conference, to give us the closing speech of the conference and to also close the conference. If we can be quiet, please. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So, Royal Highnesses, representatives of the tripartite institutions of the African Land Policy Center, distinguished delegates, ladies and gentlemen, all protocol observed. As we come to the end of the sixth edition of the Conference on Land Policy in Africa, I'm filled with immense optimism about the future of inclusive and just land governance policies and practices in Africa as giants of social and economic transformation. The discussions over the last few days under the theme of land governance, justice, and reparations for Africans and descendants of people of the African diaspora have been insightful, thought-provoking, and inspirational. We have set in motion ideas that can guide policy formulation and development of programs for secure land rights for all, climate resilience, agri-food systems, financing of the land sector, and restorative justice. The scientific committee received 391 paper abstracts, which were reviewed, and 85 papers were selected to be presented at the conference. Out of these, 22 papers were presented virtually. There were 30 side events and 13 master classes. The plenary sessions, the round tables for land commissions, traditional authorities, and the vice chancellor's event all sought to impact the challenges and opportunities in land governments as we seek to dismantle the unyielding traces of colonialism in their various forms in the land sector. The conference brought together 440 in-person participants from 39 countries, including 14 from outside Africa, representing the broad base of stakeholders. Notably, there were 50 from academic and research institutions, 100 NGOs, 30 government representatives, and 9 traditional authorities. Over 100 participants attended online. Ladies and gentlemen, as was very well articulated, universities play a critical role in human resource development for the land sector. The success of land reforms in Africa will depend not only on political commitment, but also on sustained investment in knowledge systems that can inform policy and practice. Universities are uniquely positioned to generate that knowledge and produce professionals equipped with the technical and ethical grounding required for the transformation of Africa. Through research and training, they can provide leadership in disrupting the continuities of colonial legacies and anchor perspectives that protect and dignify communities. Universities can cater for the needs of industry through targeted training and provide the statistics, including gender disaggregated data necessary for enhanced agricultural production, land-based investment, and infrastructural development. Universities can provide avenues for sustainable management of Africa's land resources, especially in the context of the climate crisis. Distinguished guests, you will recall that the conference has underscored the role of the diaspora in the political, economic, social, and cultural development of Africa. But we must go beyond the remittances to genuine partnership with the diaspora. This will require building trust, enhancing transparency, and eradicating the bureaucratic hurdles, fraud, and unclear property laws which makes investment difficult. We have heard the commitments from the various stakeholders, and we support them fully. As we move forward, let us commit to integrating justice and equity in all land governance policies and practices. Let us put African communities, wherever they are located, at the center of our work. As I conclude, I would like to express my sincere gratitude to all the scientific committee for the immense contribution, to esteemed traditional authorities, vice chancellors, speakers, panelists, and participants who have contributed their knowledge and expertise to enrich our understanding of the intersection between colonialism and land in Africa. Your thought-provoking perspectives have illuminated the opportunities and challenges that lie ahead, and we try to achieve the aspirations of the African people on the continent and outside the continent with the diaspora. A special thanks to the partners that made this possible, International Development Law Organization, UNESCO, Oxfam, International Land Coalition, GIZ, FAO, WHH, stand for her Youth Initiative for Land, YILA, Action Aid International, and Landesa. I hope I'm not, so forgive me if I missed one or two. But we really thank all the partners and all the participants, because you brought really very, very important contributions. We appreciate your partnership in sustaining the AU land agenda. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for your invaluable contributions. It is now my pleasure to declare this conference officially closed, and I wish you safe travel to your various destinations. Thank you.